idiot. I said across her nose, not up it.
Sorry, sir. Doing my best.
Who made that man a gutter?
I did, sir. He's my cousin.
No,
Is he?
He's an asshole, sir.
I know that. What's his name?
That is his name, sir. Asshole. Major asshole.
And his cousin?
He's an asshole too, sir. Gun is made first class Philip asshole.
How many assholes we got on this ship anyhow?
Go!
I knew it. I'm surrounded by assholes.
Keep firing, assholes!
Yeah,
I didn't say it.
I didn't say it either. They did. Welcome to the Tug and Mule Show. I'm Tug.
I'm Mule.
She's got a disclaimer to read because we're going to need it today.
This show is intended for entertainment purposes only. Have they figured that out yet?
Yeah.
Yeah. I hope so. Please contact your local representatives regarding your contractual rights and contractual language. All opinions expressed by Wonder Rosie and Bionic Christine are our own and do not reflect that of our employer. All views expressed in this video are protected under the National Labor Relations Act. Thank you.
Jesus.
Thank you. We need it.
Yeah. So, today we are going to be revisiting the local election. Mainly because Romero Alonzo has added a new member to their slate. And that would be Jerry Soltero, there on the bottom. He's got a big picture. And he's out of Ralph's. And we're not sure where he's on the slate, but he is a new member on the slate. So you have the Alonzo Villegas slate, which is Romero, Alonzo, Tony Villegas, Jenny Hosino, Brian Baugh, and the newest member, Jerry Soltero. And then we just have the two on the bottom. This is Al Capone and Scarface, who just fill in the two positions because they don't have a full slate.
Yet.
And
Still.
we're not sure when that's going to happen. Nominations are September 3rd, and hopefully they'll fill their slate at least on nominations, if not before. But right now they don't have a full slate. So then you have this one over here that Christine's going to introduce you to.
You have your K-Mac Stewart slate. You have Randy K-Mac, Secretary Treasurer, Sam Stewart, President, Robert Terrell is your Vice President, Dave Gower is your Recording Secretary, and just to fill stuff in, we've got Freddie Mercury, Big Bird, and Mickey Mouse, since they have not yet announced a full slate.
So, we are not sure when either one of these are going to actually have a full slate, or what point they're going to have a full slate, and if they wait till nominations, then that's going to only give them about 6 weeks until the ballots come out, and it'll be really interesting because we are not going to know who, we may or may not know who these people are that are even on their slates, and there's a lot of problematic stuff going on. This is part of the reason why we wanted to do the show, is because there's a lot of issues with this election. The members have a lot of concerns. We have a lot of concerns. Both of them have been out to various barns campaigning. They have been handing out lanyards, t-shirts, vests, selling stuff, random things, talking to the members. They have been launching a rather large campaigns on social media. They've been doing lots of videos. A lot of members have been going and making videos and saying why they support either slate for whatever reason. But a lot of both sides of this campaign have been very
Negative?
Negative. A nice way of putting it. Negative.
Yes. Negative.
Both sides have been very negative. Things have been said, and we still have not really gotten, none of the members really feel like they've gotten any information that tells them what either side, unfortunately, is really going to do specifically for the members. So,
I have a question.
Okay.
I was watching a video. I am not going to name names. I was watching one of the videos that's out, and it says that our hall is usually empty. So why didn't so-and-so do this? And I don't understand. Why would you ask that question? You've been working with all of them for 20 years.
Oh, okay, yeah. So the video was basically a certain person saying if you were in the local for this amount of time and the hall was vacated, it was empty on so many days, and you never bothered to bring the stewards in and have a training day. You never bothered to bring the BAs in and do anything with them. You never bothered to do anything with the BAs or the stewards at any time, even though the hall was empty all these days. So why would you think that you could actively do anything now for what you're doing? Well, the question that I have, and I think that you have, is why haven't any of you done it?
I haven't heard about any of those halls being, packed up with shop stewards or, we're going to have a training day, guys. We're going to go over, these are our 5 top grievances, and this is how you win. Win!
And why have you brought the members in? Why is, if you're having a training day here or there for stewards, why aren't you also training the members? Why aren't you educating the members? Why aren't we having stuff that involves members? Why is it, why is the only thing that the members have is the local meetings? Like, why is it exclusive to now that there's an election going on and one side is running against another side? The guy that you guys have known for years that has been in office with you this whole time, he's now a complete douchebag, and he's everything that he did prior is horrible, and he's unfit to be any part of leadership because of what he failed to do while he was in office and while he served as a business agent
Under your leadership.
under your leadership with you guys.
Supervision.
So I don't understand. While he was there, why didn't any of you come up beside him and say, "Hey, as a fellow BA, or as your boss, or as the president, or as whoever, I see you're having some trouble. I see you're not doing this, or I see that this isn't happening, and maybe we could help you out." I don't understand why now he was a piece of crap. He was a piece of garbage. He was unfit. Why wasn't it handled back then? Why didn't you go up to him back then? Why didn't you say something back then? Why is it now a problem? Why is it now that he failed to do this and he failed to do that and he failed to do this and he failed to do that, but it was never brought to the members' attention or to anybody else's attention then? And why wasn't he fired? Again, we go back to the bylaws that clearly state that the boss that everybody talks about, who is Randy Kamat, is the only one who can hire and fire. If he was so bad, if Tony and Romero was so bad, then why were they never fired? I don't understand this, and I understand that on your guys' side you're saying that they're complaining about all kinds of stuff that they didn't complain about prior to that.
But wait a minute. Somebody has proof. You've got proof.
And here's another issue that we have, that we know the members have, okay? They're claiming that they have all this evidence of misappropriation in the local, and there's a whole lot of corruption going on in the local. Okay, we want to see it. We want to see it. We want to see the misappropriation. We want to see the corruption. We want hard facts on flyers. The members want to see it. If there is something wrong in our local, if there is something going on in our local, we as members have the right to know. It's our local. We as members, we pay the dues. We are the ones who pay all the salaries. When you guys say that you have a boss, you sure do have a boss. You have about 20,000 bosses.
Me.
Okay?
Her.
And we all deserve to see the proof that's going on. If there is corruption going on in our local, we want that proof. We want to know what it is. And if you, on the other side, have proof that what they're saying is false, we want to see it. We want it in a flyer, and we want to see it. This back and forth
Bullshit.
crap that's going on, where you guys are just making accusations and you're just yelling at each other, and you're just saying he's a piece of garbage and he's a bad this, that, and that. We're tired of it. We're done. We don't want to hear it anymore. We want to know what you're going to do for the members. What are you going to do moving forward? Is there misappropriation or isn't there? Do you have evidence or don't you? We want to know what is going on, and we want to know now. The members are sick of it, and this isn't just coming from me and Christine. There's a whole lot of members in there that want to know what is going on in their local. What is truly going on with the money in the local? What is going on with the business agents? What is happening? And we have questions.
Questions.
So these are questions that the members brought to us that we are now bringing to you. You guys are having all these people. You're coming out now. You're talking. You're all communicating through social media. So this is our proposition to you. We are going to ask both of the slates individual questions, and we are going to ask you guys both questions together. And we want you to come out, both the Alonzo Villegas slate and the Sam Kamak and Stuart slate, and we want you to respond to the questions that we're going to now ask you from the members that have come to us to ask these questions. And we want you to respond to these questions
in whichever format
however
you
you want, on whatever social media, whether it's through email, however you want to respond. But we would like you to respond to these questions that we have from the members in your local that have submitted these questions to us. So
I have 4 questions for both slates. What is the most important message your slate has for the members of 63, and why should they vote for your slate? 2, there has been a history of violence and intimidation. We know this in our local. Moving forward, what will you do to end this? 3, since respect has become a big issue in our local recently, are you going to be willing to fire a BA that disrespects a member moving forward? And 4, you've been together all these years at the local. How is your slate different from theirs? So that was for both sides.
that's for both sides. So we need both the Alonzo and the Kamak slate to answer those questions.
Now I have questions for the Alonzo Villegas slate. How are you prepared to take over Local 63? That's 1. I have 4 questions for Alonzo. Knowing that UPS makes up a majority of 63, how are you prepared to handle their issues? 3, what would you have done differently in the local during the pandemic? What did you agree or disagree with the company's handling of COVID? How did you feel about the handling of hazard pay and the crafts that did not get it? And 4, how will you specifically hold BAs accountable, and how many hours will you require them to be in the barns? So that was for
Alonzo Villegas.
Alonzo Villegas. And this is for the Kamak Stewart slate. 4 questions as well. How is this election different from past elections? How do you plan to win this election and stay in office? 2, why did you make Danny Leal a business agent? Obviously, we're getting these questions from everywhere.
Right.
3, what is the current administration doing to organize Amazon or any other craft for that matter? And 4, what are the specific hours and duties of the current BAs? How are they held accountable for the job they do? And how many hours are they required to be in the barns daily? There seems to be a theme here. I don't know if you've noticed,
Yes.
but I'm catching the theme of business agents.
Yes. Yes.
That's
a lot. A lot of the questions that Christine and I got were about accountability for business agents. So there's definitely a problem with the business agents. A lot of members don't even know what a business agent is.
That's one.
A lot of them, they have no idea, and that's a problem. It really is. Like, and I understand that there might be quite a few of you in the local that don't want to hear that, but that's just the truth. When we have members that come to us that don't even know what a business agent is, there's a problem. So there's definitely a concern. That was one of the biggest questions that came to us from several different people, that they really wanted to know how there was gonna be an accountability.
And this goes back to our previous show or
Yes,
was that
yeah.
last show or the? Anyways, the new hire orientation, where you explain some of these things to them, and just remember, your business agent, you can be loyal to them and say, look, I support you. You saved my ass more than once, and that's fantastic. And I don't disagree with that argument to an extent. Because at the end of the day, though, I pay your salary.
Yep, that's your job.
She pays your salary.
I expect you to do that. That is your job to do that, and we expect it, but we appreciate it, and I understand that we need to appreciate the job that you do, but there is a
Disconnect, obviously.
there's obviously some form of when so many members don't even know that they have a business agent or who their business agent is. There is definitely a problem going on within the barns.
Back to, I had been there for 12 years and had to come to you to learn who my business agent was.
Yes.
Now that I'm more involved, I think that's utterly ridiculous.
Absolutely, and it's not an isolated incident. So, and that was one of the probably the number one questions that Christine and I got from a lot of the members were questions
Absolutely.
somehow related to business agents. You know, are they going to be held accountable? Which ones are going to be fired? Honestly, which ones are going to be kept? Like, you know, we kind of shortened this down to the four most important.
Yes.
So you have to know that there was more questions than this, but these are the four that we tried to find that were the most important to the members. So,
but the common thread between almost all of them that we spoke with and got emails from
was accountability for the business agents.
Absolutely.
And that is something that
well, I mean,
the members want to know. They really want to know, what are either one of you moving forward, how are you going to hold the business agents accountable?
Well, let me ask you this.
How are you going to train the shop stewards was another one. Like, they want education for the shop stewards.
Well, yeah. Because that's our first contact with union is my shop steward.
Yep.
But let me ask you this. How many my company is not going to pay me to not do my job.
No.
So my company, while I may be just a number, they know who I am. They know who I am.
Yeah. They know who we are.
But
everybody knows who we are.
But they're not going to pay me to do nothing.
No.
So
And we have to be at work in order to get paid.
Yes.
And if we're not there, we get there's discipline. There's consequences for not being there.
Correct.
We are held accountable if we're not at work.
Correct.
And this is really where the question is. And is not your work in our barn. We understand that there's other responsibilities. We understand that part of your job is going to panel, and that you have investigations, and that there are other aspects of your job, and we're fully aware of that. But part of your job is being in our barn. Part of your job is walking the floor. It's seeing our supervisors working. Is there egress problem? Is there safety issues?
Egress?
You know, is there, what is going on inside the barn? And how much of that can you alleviate just by having your presence there on a regular basis? And so that's really a huge issue for the members that they want answered. And this is really the thing that and this is one of the reasons why Christine and I decided to do this show, is because what the members want from both of these slates is not fighting. They're tired of the fighting. They're tired of one side saying that these guys suck for whatever reason, and this side saying that these guys are corrupt for whatever reason. We got it. We're on board. We get it. Okay.
Message heard.
They're bullies. They're corrupt. We get it. Now, what are both of you guys gonna do
for me?
For the members, all 20,000 of us moving forward. How are you going to fix this local? How are you going to improve the local? And please don't blow smoke up our butt and tell us that this is the greatest local in the world. Don't. We're good with that. We're done. We want to know how you're gonna fix it.
We want answers, which is kind of what we said before, right?
Yes. Yeah. This is what we asked
Now-
for last time.
Now, I don't know about you, but I know that I specifically went to one Slate and said they want to know what you're going to do for them. They're tired of the slinging dirt,
Yes.
but I haven't gotten any results from that comment, it seems.
No. So we'll put those questions up on our page. I'll write them out and we'll put them on our Facebook page. If you want copies of them, you can email us or let me know. And however you'd like to respond, if you choose to respond, it's entirely up to you. But the members want to hear from you, and those are the questions. So it's up to you whether or not you choose to respond. I
Oh.
hope you do.
We leave that in your hands. We've asked the questions.
Yep.
You need to decide on whether or not you answer them.
Yep.
Thank you to all the members who put forth these questions to us. We appreciate it.
Yep. We thank you for your participation, and we thank you for voting, and we thank you for just
Remember,
watching the show, being there.
yeah. Remember, I don't care how you vote. Either side, I don't care.
Or in the middle of the bullet voting.
Bullet voting, that's still an option.
Yeah.
You know, right? We got the bullet voting going. Anyways,
Star power.
I'm not even gonna go there.
Oh, that's gonna be great.
I don't care how you vote. I want
We
you to
don't.
vote. I want you to participate, members. I want you to participate.
Everybody, part-timers, all of you guys really you need to vote. This is an
Yes.
important election, and we need you guys to vote. But we really need you to do the slates to let us know who's going to be on your slates. You need to fill those spots. It's real important.
Okay.
We need to know who's on the slates. So,
Yeah.
all right, we're
That's
done.
it.
We're out of here.
We're rocking it, huh?
Yeah.
We want information.
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 Who are you?
Who are you?
The
New number 2.
Who is number 1?
I am number 1.
You are number 6.
I don't want to be number 6.
I'm not a number. I am a free man.
Enough.
Bye. Mayday.